Hello everybody, I hope that you are well. My name is Christianne and welcome to my channel Backpacking Bananas. I am currently backpacking up the east coast of Australia on the Greyhound bus, and I have just arrived in my new destination of Brisbane. I'm going to be staying in the city of Brizzy for the next 4 nights, and I'm super excited to explore this city, which I have been to before but hardly actually spent any time in it, so it's going to be really nice to get to know it a bit better. If you don't know, I did a working holiday visa in Australia back in 2015 where I worked in several cities around the country, but this time I'm simply travelling around here on a tourist visa. My entire itinerary has been booked by Welcome to Travel, who are the #1 tour company here in Australia. They have tours made for backpackers arriving into Australia in Sydney and Melbourne ahead of their working holiday or simply a tourism trip in Oz, and they are on hand to help you with quite literally everything you need throughout your entire time in Australia. I will leave a link in the description where you can find out more, and if you do book a tour, don't forget to use my code BB50 for $50 off.
Mount Coot-Tha forest track map. We are here. We're following all trails, so I think we're going to go down. I think we're going down to this Slaughter Falls picnic area, and we're starting from there. I'm going to be doing a big circle around. Okay. Got that, Colin? Hello, good morning everybody. It's another day in sunny Brisbane and I'm with Colin, who you may recognise from the Pakistan series, and we went trail running in Wales as well, and today we're going to be doing even more hiking. I believe this is like the classic hike to do in Brisbane, and it's going up the Mount Coot-Tha hill, which should give us some lovely views over the city. I've never ever done this before. In fact, I've done basically nothing touristy in Brisbane, so I feel like this is a good place to start, though we were advised to do this early in the morning because of the heat. We have not done it early in the morning. We're here at like, what time is it?
25 past 11.
25 past 11, so it's going to be like
almost the hottest part of the day.
Yeah, the hottest part of the day, which is not ideal, but we put sun cream on and it's about 31 degrees today. Hopefully we'll be all right. We've got some water, so we'll just hope for the best. Following an all trails thing. Yeah, all right, let's go. How do you feel right now on a scale of 1 to 10?
Positivity scale?
Yeah, positivity
like
scale.
A 9.
Yeah.
Always positive.
Okay, we've been going for 1 hour and 36 minutes since we left the bus. 7.45 kilometres, so that's about 6.5 kilometres of the actual trail, and we have reached the summit, which looks like this. So you can actually like park up here if you didn't want to do the walk, which it seems like most people have, because why would you do the walk when you can just drive straight up? Don't know. Look at that. Yeah, get that water in. Think of that hydration shot.
Needed.
What a view over the city. Proud of us, we did this. This isn't actually the end of our hike, but this is definitely a good place to stop. Do you know what, it actually wasn't too sweaty because pretty much the whole hike you're like shaded under trees, so we're warm but we're not like outrageously. Cheers. Got a fresh strawberry and lime record leg with a beautiful view.
How about that?
How about that? So we were initially doing this loop track, which was just a Mount Coot-Tha like mountain loop track. However, we have decided that we would like to visit the Mount Coot-Tha Botanical Gardens on this little outing as well. So I've gone off-piste on the all trails to kind of meander into the Botanical Gardens as well, because I feel like that'll be a nice little way to end the hike. I feel like I'm getting blisters on my trainers already. I actually haven't worn my trainers at any point on this trip. It's literally my Birkenstocks every single day, and now I wear my trainers for the first time. They're giving me bloody blisters. Not good. Okay, all right, we've made it to Brisbane Botanical Gardens. Well done. Hooray! We don't even know what we're doing here. We just want to have a little look around. I'm looking at all trails, even though I'm not following that initial route anymore. I'm still using it just to look at where the trails are, because Google Maps isn't so good at that, but all trails is. Hi, buddy. Woo. Yeah, it's not good. We had been gone for 4 hours and 15 minutes, but the hiking time was 3 hours and 8 minutes. We did 12.89 kilometers, which is pretty good, and the elevation gain was 343 meters. My legs definitely felt it. And now we're on the bus back into town. We're getting the 470. I had to buy myself a Go card. It was like a 10 Aussie dollar deposit, and then I just stuck $10 on, but the buses here are costing like $2 to $3. So we're gonna be heading back into the city to James Street, I think it's called, in the Fortitude Valley, because I've heard that there's some nice bars and restaurants there. And then hopefully we're going to be getting a free boat down the river, but we'll see how we go. We've come to a restaurant called Bianca, which is, I mean, we're highly underdressed for this, but it's so good. It's like an Italian restaurant near James Street, near the Fortitude Valley. We just felt like we deserved this after our nice big hike. And everyone who's come in here is like very well dressed. And then there's us, smelling like we've just done a 13k hike, because we have done a 13k hike. Eating very good food. Are we in Singapore or are we in Brisbane? But in all seriousness, this city is stunning at night. I mean, look at that. We've come down to Howard Smith Wharfs. This is where we're going to try and catch the free boat, which is called the Kitty Cat. So we've come to Felons, which is, as you can see, right on the river, and this was a recommendation by Jenny. We weren't planning on coming here actually, but then we just saw these lovely beanbags and we just thought that would be a great place to just lie down and do absolutely nothing for about 45 minutes before we get the ferry. So that's exactly what we've done. Our boat's here, it's called the Kitty Cat. It does say hop on, it's free. Oh. Yeah, it says it's free. That's great. How good is that?
I thought that was going to cost $1.85. Panicking for a minute then.
Saving so much. To be fair, I probably don't have a lot left on my go card now. Probably only a few dollars left. I only put $10 on, yeah.
No.
Well, it's a beautiful city here in Brisbane. The Kitty Cat was great. Can't believe that was free. Such a beautiful view down the river. Say bye to Colin.
We're about to say bye. We're peacing out for the vlog.
Well, from him, from the vlog. We're going to keep going and I'll see you in the morning. I have spent all day in this co-working space here. I've used that little phone booth. We've got some desks. We've got a little coffee station and we have a bathroom as well. If I haven't told you already, this is in the Selina Hostel. Now, if you don't know, I am a huge fan of Selina hostels, and so I'm absolutely stoked that there is one here in Brisbane. I just always feel so comfy here. I love the fact that there's co-working spaces because I feel so much more productive when I have a specific space to work in, and also being able to record things like voiceovers in the phone booth is just super, super useful for someone like me. I think I did check the speeds of the Wi-Fi. It's about 3 times faster in the co-working space than what it is in like the general area, which is really, really good and really, really useful for me when uploading. It's really, really nice on this backpacking trip actually that I've had these kind of spare days to get work done, because I'm finding more and more that I really need those personally, and I can't just travel the whole time if I want to work online at the same time. So I've literally just been in here all day, which has been great. Also just saved a fair amount of money because I haven't been going out for food today. I think I really need to cut back on my food spending. I've like just been getting so caught up on all the amazing food that you can buy here in Australia, but alas, it's just what happened. Anyway, let me show you more of this hostel. I'm staying in Selina Brisbane. If you've watched my channel before, you will recognise the Selina hostels because I have stayed in a bunch of them before and I absolutely love them. They are my favourite hostel chain and I'm so stoked that they have one here in Brisbane. I've only ever stayed in the ones in South America. I love them because they are always super clean, decorated really nicely, have the best bathroom amenities. Even the dorm rooms are kitted out with shampoo, conditioner, shower gel, body lotion, and the rooms have full length mirrors as well. I'm staying in this 6-bed dorm, which really threw me when I walked in because I didn't see the bunk beds, only these single beds, and I literally thought that I had just walked into someone's private room.
Luckily, I quickly realised that wasn't the case and I bagged myself one of these single beds. It costs around 71 Aussie dollars per night to stay here. There is a restaurant and bar attached to the reception. They have a few activities that go on throughout the week. I won't be attending any this time. The kitchen here is alright, but if I'm being picky, it's a bit small and hot and there's no natural light. However, it does have all of these wonderful condiments for free to use, which is really bougie for a hostel to offer, so that definitely brings it up a few marks. Good morning, everybody. It's a new day in Brisbane and right now it's 6:45 a.m. I've got myself a nice caramel latte from the coffee shop and I'm heading just to the other side of the Roma Street station, which is near the hostel actually, because I have a tour to Moreton Island today, which is departing from Brisbane Coach Terminal at 7 a.m, which is very, very early, earlier than I would normally like to be up. But sometimes you've got to get up early to do the things that you want to do. I'm very, very excited about today's trip. It's called the Moreton Island Get Wrecked Tour. It's one of like the main things that you can actually do here in Brisbane. It's a whole day tour. If you look at the map, Moreton Island is that kind of big island that sits about 40 k's away from mainland Australia, just off the coast of Brisbane, and we're basically doing a trip today where we get to explore the whole thing, or the best parts of it. And I've had a look, it looks really, really cool, so it should be a good day. I've got my bag packed and right now I'm just walking through Roma Street station. I'm hoping that they just let me through to the other side, we'll see. Look at that! A 45-minute bus ride and an hour-and-a-half ferry. We have arrived on Moreton Island. I think we're just waiting for them to get us off the ferry. I think they're getting all of the cars off first. But it was actually a very nice journey. Very relaxing. The ferry's huge and it wasn't rocky at all. And they even have like a little tuck shop. So I had a little pie. A pie at 9 a.m. in the morning, as you do. There is a large group of us on Australian sunset safaris who have come to Moreton Island today, and so they've split us into like 3 or 4 different groups. They've given us these wristbands, and if you have a blue wristband, that means that you're starting off with the snorkelling. So literally already got the wetsuit on and it's boiling being in this like pretty thick wetsuit outside of the water, but I know we'll be glad of it when we go in. We've got some fins. They provide you a snorkel, but I have my own, and then also gloves. I'll go into that one yet. So we've got to go on our knees. Here we go, so we're getting transported out to the shipwreck by a jet ski. I realise I have not actually mentioned where exactly we're snorkelling. Just off the coast of Moreton Island, you have the Tangalooma Wrecks, which is actually a cluster of ships that was sunken by the Queensland government around 50 years ago to provide a safe anchorage spot for recreational boat owners. Since then, coral is now forming in and around the wrecks, providing a haven for over 100 species of fish and sometimes even dolphins. There is a total of 15 vessels sunk here, 5 in the 60s, 5 in the 70s and 5 in the 80s. Ooh, this is gonna be nice. You excited? Amazing. I'm excited too. What's your tissue? Start packing bananas. Being picked up by this guy now. What an experience! What an experience! That is a great snorkeling spot, honestly. Oh, hello everyone. Okay, and now it's time to get in the kayaks. Look at these, they're clear. All right, let's go. Have a little bit of bread to give the fishies.
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
So sadly, no one has caught a fish, but we have been trying. You can't say we didn't try. What's that again?
Over-pronunciate your R's.
Over-pronunciate your R's.
There you go. You're getting on your way there.
I've not nailed the Bristolian accent thus far, but there's still time. I will.
Teacher.
Okay, thank you. Anyway, it's lunchtime.
I'm loving it.
I was really nervous for it actually. In England, I'm more timid. In Gert Brizzle. Well, did you just call it Gert Brizzle? Gert Brizzle. Great Britain. Gert Brizzle. No. Bristol. Oh!
Alright, lunch is over, and now blue wristbands are heading off to the sand dunes in this massive vehicle. So we made it to the desert after a very bumpy ride.
Yeah, we almost actually died. I left my seat a good 5+ times.
Got some good airtime.
Almost elbowed some strangers in the faces.
I had to literally hold my tits, like they were.
I saw you at one point.
Oh god, they got painful. Actually got painful. Anyway, we're now going to pick up our sandboards, which are just pieces of cardboard by the look of it.
So when we get over there, we've got a bit of wax, you wax it up. Knees at the back of the board. There's where you want to be. You can do that. Well, that's easy, I reckon.
Oh.
Eagles fly, alright?
Okay. I really feel like we're in the middle of the desert now. The sand here is glorious. So fine and white and soft.
Knees at the back.
Knees at the back, hands up like this.
Elbows in the air.
Elbows in the air. Wow. You can just hear everyone going, oh.
I ate the hill. If I bite, I can hear the crunch of sand.
How'd you go?
Walk me, that hill is fucking hard.
Have a little nap now. It's this is the hardest bit, walking back up.
That's so fun.
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it?
Get me an elevator.
Oh, he's not. Laughed at the sand.
Hello, Christy. I'm just doing you a vlog because I'm just proving that you don't have to be a YouTuber to be a good vlogger. I'm just going to tell you about my day. This is my segment of Christy's vlog. She's currently weeing in the woods. So today we have Isaac. Isaac the goat on his board. Go on, Isaac. Proper Swede he is. We went for a snorkel and we went for kayak in some clear boats, which were really cool. But the girl I was in the boat with kept almost tipping it and I kept almost dying. We got up at 6 to come here, which is just big fat crap, and we've all made best friends. Oh, this is so much better.
I had such a good day at Moreton Island doing the Sunset Safari's Get Wrecked tour. This is by far the most popular tour to Moreton Island that there is for backpackers, and I met so many lovely friends this day. The island was beautiful and the activities were really fun, so I would really recommend adding this to your Australia East Coast itinerary when you're in Brisbane. The whole day tour, including all transport, activities and lunch, costs 249 Aussie dollars at the time this video was made. And that concludes this vlog in Brisbane. I did actually spend a few more days here hanging out with my friend Jenny, but I didn't film that. I really like Brisbane. It's not everyone's favourite city because it's not half as lively as Sydney or Melbourne, let's say. It gets ironically named Bris Vegas, but it's an incredibly livable city. The weather is great, you have some beautiful surrounding areas, and the city is clean and laid back. My next stop is going to be Noosa, which I will be catching the Greyhound bus to, and I will tell you all about that in the next vlog. So I'll see you then. Bye bye!